Oh, looking live over downtown Spokane with some blue skies and sunshine and boy, not too warm for that evening run through the region, and it's going to be another brisk morning. Your forecast first, cool, I should say. Partly cloudy overnight, just a few high clouds drifting through. 55 for an overnight low. Tomorrow, sunny. Back up to around average with a high of 84 after 3 days of below average temperatures. Today, 80. 84 is average. Here's something interesting. Our record for today, 99. This is the first double-digit record since mid-July. We had triple-digit records through the end of July, right on through the beginning of August. So there's signs of a change in the season showing up in our almanac. No precipitation out at the airport. 8:02 is our sunset time. It's 79 right now in Spokane with partly cloudy skies. Southwest winds at 9 miles per hour. Quite dry. Relative humidity just 19% with a dew point down in the 30s. It's 80 right now in Coeur d'Alene with sunshine. Here's our temperature trend over the next 7 days. Our average high is this white line, and that continues to drop. By the time we're into next week, it's down to 82. But our temperatures right now just a little bit above. Cool down a bit for the weekend, 82 for Saturday and Sunday. And then right now it looks like we're going to be climbing again, possibly even another 90-degree day in the forecast. In the meantime, on our satellite and radar, we have some high thin clouds drifting through on a westerly flow. West-northwesterly flow. When we were really bringing in the wildfire smoke, it was more of a northerly flow, but this westerly flow should keep most of the smoke out, except for right along the Canadian border where we're seeing it work its way into the Okanagan Valley and, of course, Boundary County in Idaho. Over the next 24 hours, we'll keep that westerly flow going. Temperatures right about average. Get the fresh air continuing to try to push its way in. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 40s and 50s for most locations, and our highs tomorrow a little bit warmer than today. We'll be in the lower to mid 80s, even upper 80s in Omak, Moses Lake, and Lewiston. There'll be 9s on the map again. Here's your 7-day forecast, which does include the eclipse. And man, right now, I think this little chunk of the country may be the best viewing with the best chance of clear skies. The only fly in the ointment, the wild card, the thing that gives me concern is the wildfire smoke. Keep that to the north and no new fires, please. Then we should be in pretty good shape. That's a fairly quiet forecast.
No kidding.
I was just seeing it all out there with all those suns on the 7-day.
Kind of like our streak of 90s, only we've lowered it about 10 degrees or so.
Exactly. Let's have a streak of 80s.
Yeah. Sounds good. Can't get enough of the eclipse.
Are you sure? No, I'm
excited for it.
I am too, yes. And I do have some important information. What's interesting about the eclipse forecast is that I think we might be one of the best places in the whole country to watch the eclipse. Here's the timing on the solar eclipse on when it peaks around the inland northwest. Of course, we are not in totality. You have to go down into Oregon and southern Idaho to get into totality. And here is when it peaks and at what percentage. Lewiston, basically 95%. It's all right around between 10:25 and 10:30 of when it peaks, and it does not peak for very long, between a minute and a half and 2 minutes around these parts, short of 2 minutes, I should say. But here is what is interesting is that a lot of astronomers are watching the forecast very carefully, and they want to travel to the spot where the weather is going to be the best in the band of totality. And they are coming from all over the world. Some people have numerous hotel reservations throughout the band of totality, hoping for the best weather. Others have put their money on where climatology has it as the best weather, where the odds are the greatest based on historical climate records, which would put it very close to us. Actually, that's one of the reasons Idaho Falls is expecting 500,000 visitors, is because climatologically speaking, it has extremely good odds of clear skies. However, right now, the weather forecast is calling for partly cloudy conditions in southeast Idaho and points to the west, and then showers pop into the forecast the further east you go. Did I say west? Points to the east. Right around the inland northwest, I'm heading down to Baker City. Odds look very good for sunny skies. Meanwhile, as you get closer to the Cascades, we bring in the threat of some wildfire smoke obscuring the eclipse. And then finally, by the time we're onto the coast, pretty good chance of cloudy conditions along the Oregon coast. Still almost a week away, but I'll keep you updated in case you have travel plans. But if you stay right here in Spokane, you'll have a pretty good view of an almost total eclipse. 79 in Spokane right now with clear skies. It is clear and 79 in Coeur d'Alene. We have dry air, relatively light winds. Those temperatures will drop easily into the 40s and 50s around the region. Dry air cools more efficiently. It also warms up more efficiently. So we have a pretty big contrast between our overnight lows and our daytime highs. Satellite and radar right now, we have a west-northwesterly flow. It's bringing some cirrus clouds through the region. Will be partly cloudy overnight, but sunny tomorrow. Here's a look at our national satellite and radar. We have showers and thunderstorms and a tropical disturbance nationally with high temperatures across the nation. In the 60s in Minot right now. 102 was the high today in Phoenix, 78 in Seattle, 81 in Portland. Your 7-day forecast does include sunshine day after day, plenty of 80s, fantastic weather for the eclipse. 90 possibly on Tuesday. I thought we might be putting the 90s to bed for the season based on the long-range forecasts, but we have 90s clear through September. I was jumping the gun thinking that.
We got plenty of time for more 90s.
We have plenty of time.
If that's what you really like.
You do, too. And there are lots of viewers who do. When I was kind of rooting for the cool down, I heard from some folks, and I thought, those are Nadine's people. They love the hot weather.
What can I say?
There's lots of them.
You know I never complain about summer weather.
No, you do not.